Saturday night, their pencils and pens stowed away, manuscripts aside, typewriters and word processors shut down. Scores of fiction writers, poets, and journalists arrived here at the Mid-City Lanes for a bowling tournament. The entry fee was $100 a head, with the proceeds going to benefit the writers' community, a local workshop for poets and fiction writers that offers an alternative to expensive graduate school programs. Author C.D.B. Bryan came to the tournament for the challenge of the sport.
Really, my terror was that I would not release the ball and I would slide down the alley in some sort of cataclysmic crash at the end. And then have that machine come down and set me up. Fortunately, nobody's watching anybody. I mean, everybody's throwing balls down at random. Somebody is keeping score, and evidently, honestly, which I find appalling in a game like this. I mean, I got a 5, and he put down a 5.
Bryan, who wrote Friendly Fire, taught at the writers' community. Poet Elizabeth Town was a student there. She says her course was one of the most important experiences in her life, but bowling isn't. And Ben Joyce, who's not a writer at all, just came to bowl.
It's a pretty powerful feeling, you know. You have that heavy weight, and you can sling it any way you want.
George Plimpton, the master of ceremonies, has always been a writer, but he's best known for writing about sports. Plimpton, who has boxed with Muhammad Ali and played with the Detroit Lions, says he's not intimidated by bowling.
I always wanted to develop a hook, or whatever it's called, but I never had enough courage. I was always convinced that if I threw it that way, it would curve into or not curve, and there'd be the embarrassment of the gutter shot. So I used to play this. I have an absolutely straight as a die delivery. It goes right into the head pin and leaves the, is it called bedpost? Is that what it's called?
Many writers couldn't resist making comparisons between their own craft of filling blank manuscript pages and the art of bowling. Poet Galway Cannell, short story writer Linda Svensson, and C.D.B. Bryan.
It's the opposite. Here, when you succeed, you make a mess. When you succeed in poetry, you make something fine and beautiful and neat and whole.
Well, it's the kind of dialogue you have with the pins. It's kind of a mark you're trying to meet.
The first frame of writing is as difficult as the first frame of bowling. I'm not sure what a frame is, though.
Other writers came to get away from their work and preferred not to make analogies between writing and bowling. Poet John Landers.
How am I doing? Well, I've been finding a lot of these tickets, which are good for free drinks, and I'm becoming very popular with the members of my team and the tenders of the bar.
Do you have to get up and write tomorrow?
No, Sundays I read the New York Times, and I'll probably try and eat something.
At the end of the evening, past midnight, a team sponsored by Newsweek won the tournament. The writers' community raised $10,000, and according to one organizer of the event, it was a smashing success. For National Public Radio, I'm Tom Vitale in New York.